Nobody cared when I was weak. That's where we'll start. Not in some fantasy where people support you just because you're trying. Not in a world where effort is enough. No, I started where everyone ignored me. Where my name was a joke. Where every breath felt borrowed and every day was a reminder that I wasn't strong enough to protect anyone. Not even myself. I was the one they overlooked. The one they left behind during raids. The one they glanced at with pity, not respect. The weakest hunter in humanity. Every time I stepped onto the battlefield, it wasn't confidence I carried. It was fear. Fear that I'd fail again. Fear that I'd die before I could become anything more than a burden. And no matter how much I wanted someone to notice the fight inside me, no one ever did. And in that silence, that emptiness, I realized something that would change everything. No one is coming.
The truth is brutal. It's not poetic. It doesn't offer you peace. But it offers you something better. Clarity. No one's going to save you. No one's going to lift you out of your suffering just because you're tired. The world doesn't care about your almosts. It doesn't celebrate your attempts. It only responds to one thing.
That is very good, actually. The thing is,
when I understood
I know
that,
Steezel, and I think
not just
Steezel is
heard
not
it, but
rage-baiting.
truly understood it.
I think Steezel is just a very
Everything
interesting
changed. No one
person.
cares how tired you are. No one sees the scars you carry.
He's just a
The
very
world doesn't
interesting
pause
guy.
for your pain. It steps on you, crushes you, walks past your broken body, because that's what happens to the weak. They are forgotten, replaced, buried, and I was one of them. But I didn't stay there. I stopped waiting for sympathy. I stopped wishing someone would pull me out of the darkness. The truth is cruel, but it's honest. The only way out is to climb, bleeding, crying, alone if you have to. And when you make peace with that, when you stop resisting the pain and instead begin to embrace it, something inside you wakes up. That's when you start to feel it. The shift. When you stop begging for mercy and start demanding power. When you train, not because anyone's watching, but because you refuse to stay weak. When fear doesn't vanish, but it no longer owns you. When you wake up one more time after thinking you couldn't. You change, you evolve, you become something else, something they can't ignore. They say get stronger. They toss those words like they're simple, like they understand what it means. But getting stronger isn't a moment. It's not a transformation that happens overnight. It's a war. A war against every part of you that's comfortable with being average. A war against the part of you that seeks comfort, approval, and safety. Getting stronger is killing the version of you that flinched, that hesitated, that waited for permission. It's about breaking yourself again and again until what's left is unrecognizable. Not because you became someone new, but because you finally became who you were always meant to be. It's about becoming fire.